So I have a little fun challenge game, whatever you guys want to call this. And it involves using a juggle roll stick trick. Now I'm not sure if all of you guys can do this or not, but if you can't do this, just go to the end of the video, there will be a stick trick tutorial. And in return, all I ask for you to do is to turn that like button blue. We're gonna count how many repetitions are done with the juggle roll. And it has to be a full repetition. There can't be not one missed beat or mistake or anything like that. The tempo is there so I can keep pace with doing these juggle rolls. If you're able to do this, I encourage you to get a drum pad and some sticks out and do it with me. Try to keep up or try to do more reps than I can. And let me know in the comment section how many did you do. So as you see me almost epically collapse right there, I didn't count the rep because I didn't get through the rep fully. But at the same time, I didn't drop the sticks onto the ground so I can keep going. I think it's a pretty good rule. Let me know in the comment section what do you think the rules should be. At this point, I was starting to zone out quite a bit. I was getting a little bored with doing the same thing. As far as how my arms felt, I didn't really feel tired or anything. I felt like I could just go on forever. But nonetheless, I think it would be really fun if it was against another person right next to you. Like for example, whoever goes for the longest would win. Your opponent would have to drop the sticks. I think that's another way you could do this challenge. Crossing over the 100 marker, like I said earlier, my arms didn't really feel tired or anything like that. Felt like I could just keep on going. At the same time, I think that's how a lot of people can get caught slipping. Like if you zone out or stop paying attention, that's when you start making the most mental mistakes. So even for me, you should never get too comfortable in a situation. I guess you could take that as a life advice as well. That slight slip up right at the 150 marker. That could have easily been a disaster and the end of my reps. Most likely I was not going to re-record this video again just so I could try to beat that. Sometimes I can be very lazy and just don't feel like pressing the record button to do it all over again. I guess at least that wasn't the case this time. Yeah, alright, I ain't gonna lie. I was starting to get a little tired. Not necessarily in my forearms, but more so in my shoulders. All the shoulder movement from doing a juggle roll is a killer. Might want to keep that in mind if you decide that you want to try to do this challenge. It can definitely get physically demanding and mentally demanding. Alright, I know that some of you guys are going to say that I dropped the sticks in the comments, even though it landed on the drum pad and I technically didn't lose the momentum of the rhythm. But that's up for debate. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think the rules should be? Was it a drop and should it no longer count? Or should I keep going since the sticks didn't hit the ground? And there it is, just shy of 300 reps. Although I'm pretty sure some of you guys would disagree since I technically dropped the stick onto the drum pad. But let me know what you guys think. As promised earlier in the video, I said I would do a tutorial on the juggle roll if you don't know how to do the juggle roll, so that way you can do this challenge. First, focusing on the left hand, make sure it's in traditional grip. As demonstrated, I'm doing 3 beats. The first 2 beats are just regular left hand strokes. The third beat, however, is a little different. You're actually going to use your right hand to press down into the stick and make sure your stick hits the surface of your drum pad or snare drum or whatever surface you're playing on. And that's how you're going to get your third beat. I recommend that you practice it a few times and get a little faster with it so you can get the flow of it. Right after you press the stick into the surface with your right hand, you're going to pull it. And you're going to do 2 more strokes with the butt of your stick. Putting both of the parts together, you should get 5 strokes total, including the right hand pressing the stick into the surface of your drum pad or whatever surface you're playing on. So as you can see, that right hand exchange is a very important aspect of the stick trick. Next here is the stick toss aspect. With the right hand, you're going to do 2 strokes first, and then you're going to throw it to your left hand. It's very important that you throw the drumstick into a sideways position. That way you can catch the drumstick with your left hand in the traditional grip position. It's also very important that you're not afraid to throw the stick into the air. Especially if you're not used to the drumstick being in the air, it's going to be quite close to your face, but you got to get used to it. This time we're going to do the first 5 beats. The first 2 beats are going to come off the right hand, followed by 2 more beats coming off the left hand. And as you're doing the 2 beats off your left hand, you're going to toss the right stick into the air. Keep in mind that the slower that you go, the higher you're going to have to toss that stick in the air. And of course, the faster you play it, the lower the stick is going to go in the air. But in this case, right now, make sure you get enough air into the stick while you're practicing the first 5 beats. Once you get comfortable enough, you're going to add 2 more beats off the right hand. They're going to go off the butt of your stick. And finally, at that last beat off of your left hand, it's just going to be a back stick. And that completes 1 full rep of the juggle roll. Now you're going to keep the same position of your sticks as you're going to do another rep of the juggle roll. Naturally, the sticks are not going to be in a normal playing position, but you're going to do it 3 more times, and then you'll be in a regular playing position after the 4th rep. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little challenge. I know you guys are really bored, but hang in there and keep working on your chops. Have a nice day.